Cheers. Good morning folks, 21st Century Caveman here. Hope everybody's safe, hope everybody's well, and welcome to another video. So in today's video then, I want to talk to you about another piece of equipment which I bought for the camping van. Now, one of the things which to my mind is really important about any camping experience, whether or not you're in a camper van, you know, whether you're sleeping in a car or whether you're in a tent or just while camping on the forest floor, you need to try and be as comfortable as possible, because that will definitely maximize the pleasure of the experience. Now, I've done a recent video where I've showcased a camping cot which I purchased. It's extra large and perfect for a big lump like me. Now, before I start using this in earnest, I think, and it's the same principle I think applies to anything really, you need to try it out first. You need to practice on it. You need to see what it's actually like in reality. Don't take other people's word for it, or look at reviews and say, yeah, this will be okay for me, and then sort of like clear off for a week and end up in agony, or, you know, needing to get your spine manipulated because you're in such discomfort or pain. So anyway, I'm going to spin the camera around and share with you this product which I've purchased, which will hopefully dramatically improve the sleeping experience, and as a result of that, the overall pleasure of going out in the camper van and really having a good time when I'm on my adventures. I'll just turn the camera around. So this is my setup at the moment. So it's very basic, but it's functional, it's practical, and it works. But as I said, I just want to try and improve the comfort. So I use this extra large camping cot then, and this is perfect, as I say, for a big lump like myself. And I've got a single quilt on here. Now, the cot is about 1 metre wide and 2 metres long, so it's perfect for somebody of my size and my weight. I'm 6'4", I weigh 17.5 stone, and you know, I'm a big lad, aren't I? Now the thing is, I've tried sleeping in this cot without any support, without any mats, but you know, after, it's okay for about an hour, a couple of hours max, but then my back starts to hurt, my hip hurts, and I find it uncomfortable, and I just don't get an enjoyable night's sleep. I've also tried sleeping on this cot with this mat here, look. Now this is one of these closed cell mats, and you know, it's one of these for it's a 5-season mat, and it's got it's 12mm thick, and it's meant for sleeping on really cold ground. And you know what, it's a brilliant mat. I've slept in loads of places, and before I actually decided to start using this on the cot, I just put some of this non-slip stuff on here, look. Not that it's really needed, but it does actually keep it in one place. So with the addition of this mat then, I can actually spend a whole night on the cot, but after about 3 hours or so, I notice that my leg starts to go numb. So I've had a DVT about a year ago, and it has definitely impacted my left leg, and so this is something which does become a bit painful. It becomes uncomfortable, and therefore I need to try and do something to resolve that. So anyway, I've tried the mat and it's not really working for me, although for a very short period of time, yeah, it will do the trick. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of research trying to establish a suitable alternative. So I've looked at things like dedicated mattresses, single mattresses, because a single mattress will actually fit on this bed. I've looked at mattress toppers, and I've also looked at things like self-inflating mats, and that's what I plumped for. And the reason I went for a self-inflating mat is the fact that you can deflate them, pack them up and store them when you don't need them, and that was a big thing for me. Everything in this van can be removed, and I can return the van to a conventional minibus if I so desire. So it's important for me to have the flexibility for a couple of reasons: for MOT purposes and also for insurance purposes. So anyway, I've got a big cardboard box sitting on the table here. I'm going to spin the camera around and then we'll open it up and I'll just show you what I ended up purchasing. All right, bear with me. So as we can see, the brand for this product then is Outwell, and what have we got here then? So this is called a Dreamcatcher self-inflating mat. It's 12 centimeters thick, or at least it should be, which is 120 mil, which is just a tad under 5 inches thick. It's the extra large one, so it's 2 meters long and 750 millimeters or 75 centimeters wide, and it's got one of these fancy valves on it. Okay, and apparently they do work. The R value is pretty good. It's 7.5. So this is a decent mat basically. So as we can see, it comes in this bag. So as we can see, we've got the carry bag, and it's got this, it's called a flat high flow valve, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. So we've got a couple of Velcro loops here, look, just to hold the thing in place. There we go. Number one, number two. And I must say, these are a decent size, you know, it's there's plenty to go around here. So that's good, you know, they haven't skinned on this. Okay, so there she is. So on top then, it's got this sort of flocked material, and it does feel very comfortable actually. It's not too slippery. It feels pretty good actually. I don't know how easy you're going to be able to see this, but see if we can get a closer look, shall we? So yeah, it's nice, and it feels nice. And also it feels very strong. It feels very, yeah, you can tell just by touching it or just by rubbing your fingers or hands across it that it just feels substantial. So this is the valve in question then. And also I've just noticed that I didn't realise it looks as if it actually has two of these. So what we'll do, look, let's just open that puppy as well. I know that the doubles have two of these in, but I wasn't aware that the extra large one did as well. Right folks, so it's clear that to inflate it we need to push in this rubber spherical valve here, and don't know whether you can hear, but you can hear the air coming in. So there we go, look, just give it a push like that, and then we'll just leave it there for a bit and see what happens. Now we can see already that it is inflating a little bit, but we want 5 inches, don't we? Not 15 mil. Anyway, look, let's just leave it like that and see what happens, shall we? So it's clear then that this will be a slow process initially, but we'll just give it, I don't know, we'll give it 10 minutes, shall we? And come back and see what the crack is. Right folks, so 15 minutes later, and we can see that, you know, it's on its way, but we still have a long way to go. And how big is that then? So it looks as if it's about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches, something like that. So we're not even halfway there yet. Now, it does say in the instructions that you can help it out by blowing into it. Now, The only problem with blowing into it is the fact that you're going to introduce, with your breath, it's going to have moisture, isn't it? Then over a period of time, I don't know how long it takes, but you will get a build-up of mould inside the unit, and we don't want that, do we? So I do have a cunning plan. So as we can see, I do have a battery operated vacuum cleaner. Now, not only does it vacuum, but it also has a blowing facility as well. So what I'm going to do then, it's in vacuum mode at the moment, so I'm just going to spin this around, put it in so we can use the blowing function. Okay, like that. Remove this. Now we need something that's going to go into there. If I can take this off. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to place this over there and I'm going to blow it up. That's definitely working. Okay, so it's nice and inflated now. As we can see, look, it's definitely got a decent bit of air in it now, and that didn't take 2 minutes. And obviously the more we use this, the quicker the process should become. So let's just press that in there, look, and do the same with this side over here. There you go. So now, almost certainly, if I was going to have a kip on this, I'd need to let some of that air out. But I'm just going to lie on it anyway, and just to see what it's like. Bear with me. Well, it definitely makes a difference. But as it stands at the moment, it's definitely too firm. But yeah, that should work a treat. So what we'll do, so as mentioned then, I'm 6'4". I can use the complete length of this, 17.5 stone. So this is definitely wide enough for me. Yeah, so I'm going to let some air out and just adjust the firmness of this. So what do we do then? Open it up, press it, pull that out again. Now I don't know whether or not these two valves inflate different parts of the mattress. What I'll do, look, let's let some out of here as well. I've got a feeling they don't. Okay, let's try that, shall we? So this is all hit and miss then. I don't know what the right inflation is going to be until I try it out several times. Oh, that's good. That's a lot better. That's nice. And it's also very warm. That feels pretty good. anybody walking past will think I've been booted out of the house. Yeah, that feels not bad, that does. So, lying on my side then, which is my favoured sleeping position, with a couple of pillows. Oh yeah, that feels so much better. Yeah, that feels good. But as I say, you know, it's just resting on there for a very short period of time is no indicator that. Just let a bit more out. Okay. Now they do a slightly larger one than this. It's an XXL. Well, it's just let's see what that's like, shall we? Yeah, so this is the XL version then, and there is a larger version called the XXL. So from memory, the XXL gives about another 150mm or 6 inches, 15 centimetres of width. See, this is even better. This feels good. So realistically, I think this is going to work a treat. Yeah, I like that. So anyway, look, I'll have a night out in the van just to give it a proper test, and then I'll let you know what I think before posting the video. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Good morning, folks. So it's 5:15 in the morning, and a great result with the camping mat. So it was nice and warm. It was comfortable. I didn't have any problems with leg pain or discomfort. The mattress is warm. It feels warm to sleep on. When you're lying on it, it doesn't rattle around as if you're lying on a packet of crisps. So yeah, all in all, it's very good. No complaints. It would be nice to have a little bit more width on it. Now, there is another one available, which is an XXL, but that costs another sort of 55 quid. Is it worth it? I don't know. I'll give that some thought. But overall, yeah, this is great. I would recommend it, based on last night's sleep anyway. Yeah, it's good. Spot on that. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.